Welcome back, kitchen crew. It's time to get excited for our Eat Your Vegetables Pasta Primavera lab. This time you will need to take notes on the recipe once again. This will be your ticket into class. If you don't have this, there's no cooking and you'll have to do the alternative assignment again. So, grab a pencil, grab your worksheet that you were given yesterday or print it off the website, and let's begin. Looking down our ingredient list, and again, we'll just highlight that for you right there. There's your ingredients. We need 8 ounces, and again, you must have the units. Okay, remember those are the units, ounces. 8 ounces of uncooked farfalle pasta. We need 2 tablespoons. That's a capital T or TBSP. You can have either one, but you do need to have one of those written down. Then we need 1 clove of garlic. I know it says an S, sorry, teacher error. 1 clove of garlic, and that will need to be minced. So go ahead and write minced. You should know after last week when we did our spinach and artichoke dip, we minced the garlic there too, but it means to chop or cut as finely as possible. Then we need 1 small yellow squash, and that will need to be julienne. You will need to make sure you know what julienne means. And for those of you that don't remember, go ahead and write French fries, because that is exactly what your squash should look like. Then we need 2 Roma tomatoes, which are plum tomatoes, and those will need to be chopped. So just into small squares. You will use half of a green pepper, and that will be diced. We need half of a tablespoon. Whoops, sorry about that. We need half of a tablespoon. So again, capital T, Italian seasoning, or you could have written TBSP. Either one of those would work. And we need 2 cups of prepared Alfredo sauce. I am going to quickly scroll us down to our directions. I'll highlight that. Super important. Bring a large pot of lightly. You need to fill in lightly. That means you are just adding a touch of salt that will help the water boil. And remember, boiling is rolling bubbles. So you want the water to continually break at the surface. That should have bubbles that are coming up and up and up and up and up. You want to wait until then before you add your water. And then note, do not, big capital letters on not. I can even highlight that in another color for you to show you how important it is. But do not add the pasta until the water comes to a boil. Okay, super important. Place the pasta in the pot and cook. You want it to cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. That's all. Until al dente. And I know we have not practiced our Italian yet, but that means literally to the tooth. That means it should have a little bit of a bite to it. You don't want squishy pasta. No one wants to eat that. Drain in your colander in the sink and set aside. Set aside means you are going to use it later, but just leave it there for right now. Then it says, wash. All of your veggies were given to you on your tray, or they will be, but they have not been washed. I just cut a pepper in half. I did not. It still has all the pesticides on it, all the dirt because it grows in the ground, all that fun stuff. So you want to make sure you wash all of your veggies. Do not use soap, though. We have talked about that. You just need to make sure that we get all the outsides really, really clean, but I don't want to see you using your hand soap or your dish soap to clean your veggies. And then cut them as directed above. So remember I had you write mince or julienne or chop or dice. So cut them as directed. Then, meanwhile, heat 2 tablespoons, so this is where your oil comes in, of oil in the skillet. You want to make sure that the skillet is over medium to medium-high heat. I need to see this written down on there. I'm sorry. Whoops, medium to medium-high, not heat. Medium to medium-high heat. Okay? Then stir in minced garlic and cook until it smells like yummy garlic. It's up to you what yummy garlic actually smells like, but it should smell nice and should smell kind of like garlic bread. So this should take about 2 minutes. Do not burn. Ugh, no one wants to smell that. You don't want to be known as the kitchen that burned your garlic. Then we are going to mix in squash, tomatoes, bell pepper, in with the garlic and the salt. Cook about 8 minutes over. I know you already wrote it, but you're going to write it again. Medium high. Okay, stirring frequently. What does frequently mean? Okay, you should have all thought in your heads that frequently means often. So you're stirring it as you're going. You're not just letting it all cook and burn on the bottom. So you're going to stir it often until vegetables are fork tender, meaning you can kind of pierce them with your fork and they'll stick on your fork, but it doesn't take a whole lot of effort to get them in there. Okay, I'm going to scroll it down a little bit more. Add cooked and drained pasta and the Alfredo sauce into the skillet. Stir to combine and heat for just about 2 minutes. Then you want to eat and enjoy. Okay, I look forward to seeing these completed lab plans tomorrow as you walk in the door. Good luck.